Hey, Taurus rising. Thanks for being here. How are you? How was your eclipse portal? Just going to tune in and offer you some practical guidance from the tarot. Just help integrating the wisdom you may have received during the last 2 weeks of intense, like spring equinox and yeah, and that whole like transformation energy that comes with the eclipse, right? So, my name is Chloe Oracle, and welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive astrologer, psychic medium, and tarot guide. So, for you guys, the eclipse was in the yeah, the realm of the subconscious and unconscious and the angelic realm and the dream world and all that like mystical stuff. And you are such a practical rising sign. You were so grounded into reality. So yeah, definitely want to send you compassion as always and hold space for that yeah, that duality of we are cosmic beings, we are souls here incarnated in the practical realm, in the earth realm, and yeah, and just like balancing all of that, right? So let's pull a few cards here to see what kind of practical advice I can offer you from your spirit guides and the celestial realm. We're working today with Zeke's Arcana Tarot deck. This one is independently published and it's just, yeah, absolutely beautiful. The creator goes by Zeke's Lunchbox. That's the brand there. Okay. So yeah, we're definitely getting that there's no rush to implement any of the changes, wisdom, guidance you would have received in the last 2 weeks, okay? It's going to take a while still to kind of figure things out. It seems like some passion or some desire may have been ignited, but there are practical things we need to put into place before we can act on those ideas. So it doesn't mean they're not going to come to fruition. It just means we don't need to take immediate action. And honestly, this is a theme I have seen come up in other readings as well. So it's really interesting. This energy is absolutely present in the collective. So many have received a lot of downloads from the cosmos, a lot of like divine support and guidance, but it's not already to be actioned. So, yeah, like as I have shared many times, sometimes we get advice for like practical life changes, um, new ways of being, but they're not ready to come into form yet. We can get some guidance that is real and true, and we're not meant to implement it for another 5, 10, 20 years, right? So we don't need to immediately act. There's still some things that need to be revealed as far as like the practical route, but it's definitely about creating structures and boundaries, containers, if you will, for your ideas. So if you've had an idea for a project that wants to come through, some sort of creative endeavor, it's like, okay, what can hold that? What can contain that? What is the structure or format that creativity can be held within so that I can flow, so that I can flourish, and that like my energy isn't going to be leaking out all over the place, right? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, so there is also an invitation to celebrate yourself and how far you've come, right? Receiving the divine guidance, the insight, the creative inspiration, that is something that should be celebrated. And that practical awareness that you bring in, wanting to, create the certain structure, to hold the desire, to hold that creative potential, like that is wonderful and that should be celebrated. So spirit just wants me to acknowledge, yeah, that blend, that duality that you're experiencing right now of like the mystical, the divine insight, but the need to ground it down into reality. So there's no rush, enjoy this time, savor your divine inspiration, but also like plan out how you want to express this, right? There is obviously, some issues with like energy leaking. Um, yeah, like we want to honor the divine insight, right? We want to have a container to to hold that. May it be artwork or some sort of, yeah, some sort of creative project is really what I'm feeling. So make sure you have a place to put that. And this can be as simple as like buying a canvas to paint on, right? Or yeah, like starting a podcast so you can share your wisdom. So it just, the creativity, the divine inspiration and guidance wants to go somewhere, and you, Taurus rising, are the one to bring it into the physical realm. So celebrate that duality, that you are divine and you are human, right? So just, yeah, keep in mind there's no rush with that. And yeah, things will take time to unfold, especially when you're creating yeah, the practical physical container to hold the idea, to hold the creative inspiration. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you soon.